I have to move the most expensive piece of equipment that I own, and I'm not talking about my wife. This 80-gallon air compressor is the last thing I have to move over to my new shop. And we have to be extremely careful with it because it's really top heavy. Using my engine hoist made it way easier to move the compressor. But this thing was still an absolute pain to get out of the garage. Now, in order to get the compressor in the enclosed trailer, it has to go in on its side. So we flipped the engine hoist around to the other side, and then we extended the strap so it would clear the motor. This was probably one of the sketchiest parts of this, just getting it perfectly balanced and making sure it doesn't tip over. So Mike and my dad kept it stable while I was behind operating the engine hoist. Once we got it down low enough to the ground, we had to figure out how we were going to roll this thing into the trailer. The original plan was to put it on these car dollies, but the problem was the cage on the air compressor wasn't allowing us to set it all the way down on them. So we changed our plan and decided just to use one of the car dollies on the bottom side of it, and then on the top side we were just going to use the engine hoist. But in order to do that, we had to lower the arm of the engine hoist so that it would fit inside the enclosed trailer. Then I had to retighten the strap so that we could get it up in the air and the foam out from underneath it so we could roll it inside the trailer. Now, getting it in the trailer wasn't as hard as we thought it would be. I'm lucky enough to have an enclosed trailer with a winch in it. So what we decided to do was grab the winch, hook it up to the end of the engine hoist, and then just use the winch to pull it inside the trailer. With 3 of us and the winch, this was pretty easy. Now, to make sure the compressor didn't move while we were driving, we threw in some foam pieces and then strapped everything down nice and tight. 30 minutes later, we were over at the new house and ready to get this thing out of the trailer. This was the last big piece of equipment that we had to move. Now with everything here, I'm super excited to turn this space into our new shop. Now we still have tons of work to do to make this place functional, but this place has a ton of potential and I see it being a really cool shop build series.
So follow along, guys, because I really, as his wife, want to be parking in the garage again one day.